home of Holmberg's Morning Sickness for 10 years and counting.
What is wrong with you people? You're starting to make me feel really stupid.
10 years of Holmberg's Morning Sickness on 98 KUPD.
All right, we've put the plastic down. Randy Orton is here. All of our furniture is safe. Ladies and gentlemen, the heavyweight champion, Randy Orton, is here. Welcome, my friend.
How you guys doing?
How are you? We've had a nice chat off the air about things we could do, and we'll get right back into it. I've got two things, and Eric was giving me trouble. You say it to his face. I got no problem saying it to his face. You're too oily. You're just too oily. I watch you, and I don't know if it's my problem, but I see you do the pose, and I'm like, my God, he's oily.
I got to be honest with you. Sometimes I'm at home, and Friday night comes around, my wife and I are like,
Randy Orton, we can't say these things. We're PG.
When we were off the air just now.
Yeah, I know.
Talking about all kinds of stuff.
The air.
He's very relaxed.
You can talk about all the F words you want.
That's good, Randy. Make him
red
work.
lights
He's got a button over there. Make him use it.
No four-letter words. But
That's
no,
right.
my wife will look me right in the eye and say, honey, that's too much oil.
Yeah, it's
what
a lot
of
oil.
What are you doing? And you know what? It's like I'll put it on, and then I'll get like, I'll warm up, and then I'll get a little sweaty, and then the sweat mixes with the oil, and then it looks like I'm even more oily than I am. So in my defense... Well, no, I'm still pretty...
You're pretty darn oily.
What is the magic elixir? Just baby oil, or is there a special oil?
You know what? It's funny you bring that up. I just use the baby oil, just Johnson & Johnson baby oil, you know what I'm saying? But Kali, the big Indian fellow, he did some bodybuilding in India, and I guess his little trade secret is mixing... He'll take lipstick, women's lipstick, and crush it in his hand, mix baby oil with it, and make like a little concoction, and then he'll put that on. It has a little bit of a red tint to it, and I've never done it, but I see him do this, and we're all just kind of like,
You guys all do this together?
We're not going to all...
We have an
oiling room.
Right.
We have an oiling room with a little South American, he's a Brazilian kid. He's about 10.
And he oils it out? That's good.
It's good. It's good. You slick his hair back.
No, don't say that.
No, he looks about 7. So it's good. It's good.
Child labor.
Yeah, child labor. We were just talking about that.
Vince knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
He's smart.
Saving some money. You get some little Central American kid to oil up the wrestler.
South American.
Whatever. It doesn't matter. Somewhere not here.
It doesn't. We don't understand. We don't know what he's talking about ever.
Yeah, well, who cares what he has to say? What do you want?
Soft hands.
Yeah, that's all you need. You don't need his opinion. You just need his hands.
Exactly. Hey, more than you know.
Wow. This is awesome. All right. Thanks for coming in, Randy. Go see SmackDown tonight.
Yeah,
and just,
come get tickets to our show.
You're not helping my next question because I was scarred by you at WrestleMania when it was here in Arizona because the guy you were wrestling evidently either passed away or just went to sleep for a little while, and you had to do your pose for like 6.5 minutes.
You almost got hit in the head with the monitor.
Yeah, the big thing that came down.
Yeah. Right. And you're up on the turnbuckle. I'm right there at the turnbuckle at the end, and then I'm like, all right, this dude can get down because this is borderline hitting on me. I mean, you're in your pose, and I'm like,
he was just supposed to get in line.
Yeah, they're cleaning up the corpse, and I'm like, do I have to get in line and service this dude? What is he waiting for?
That's fun. Service this dude. That's funny. that would have been okay with me. As long as we were dark. But that's the funny thing. Cause,
you can't come back from break and have that going on in the turnbuckle.
No. Oh, we're not ready to go back.
Look what's happening to Orton. The legend is dying right there on the turnbuckle as a fan is servicing him, and his arms are still up.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, you'd hold the pose, wouldn't you?
I could.
Sure,
absolutely. Yeah. Right.
Do you do that with your wife?
Oh, come on.
I gotta ask. I mean, you're the one cussing on my show. I have to get,
She's a saint.
Yeah, she is.
I would. Every once in a while when she's not looking, those arms would go out. It'd be in the Orton pose.
The mirrors right there.
My, quote, finishing move.
Yeah, right. There you go.
All right, sorry. Go on.
I was going to answer some questions.
Something about you standing on that turnbuckle.
What happened
to the guy? Yeah. Well, no, sometimes, like, the match will end, and, of course, a pay-per-view or Raw, WrestleMania, of course, is live.
Right.
So they'll say, go up to your pose. The cameraman will give me a signal. I'll go up, and then he'll be like, hold it. We're in replays. He'll give you the signal. And so they're going to, like, replays of the match that they just saw. And now when they come out of replays, they want to still see
You're still there.
in all my glory, doing my thing or whatever, instead of just, like, walking out of the ring or something. So then I'll put my arms down and then kind of watch him. He'll give me the 5, 4, 3, and then I'll go back up. Like I had never,
It was like 6 minutes of you standing there the whole time, and I'm like, this
6 minutes.
Yeah, no, it was. It felt like it, and I started to think this is.
It felt like it to me too.
I didn't know you until today, so I'm looking at him. I'm going,
what an arrogant bastard.
Well, no, I knew that. It was like I was thinking, there's 60,000 men here, and he's posing for them.
Yeah. Well, there's chicks there too.
I know, but there were 72,000 people.
And we bring in the hot chicks too.
You got some good ones. Oh yeah, you got some good ones.
Yeah.
Especially at WrestleMania.
You got some, up in the front row. I don't know about the dregs of society that roll in behind us.
Yeah,
that's disgusting.
Yeah.
But you know who was there was Manny Ramirez and his
Man Ram
friend.
Yeah, his friend.
Manny Ramirez. I know the name. Why
baseball.
am I not?
Played baseball. Okay, yeah. Man Ram. He was in LA.
Not a big sports guy.
You're not a sports guy.
Yeah, and like Rams are, if they're doing, well, they're never doing good. So, but if any of the St. Louis sports teams are doing good, it's like, I back them. And Chris Massey, he's the long snapper for the Rams, which I give him hell about all the time. I don't know anything about football, but I know enough to know that the long snapper can't get tackled and doesn't even
can't get touched.
Can't get touched.
He's like a woman on the field.
This guy just tore his ACL too last year, and so that was pretty funny too. But I know this guy, and it's I give him crap all the time. He plays the Rams, and you guys suck. And, he's on the low end of the pay scale there. It's funny, but
you sound like a great friend.
Yeah, no, we're great. Well, guys, but
sure.
It's just I just don't really have the time. I got a 3-year-old daughter at home, and I'm never home. So when I am home, it's like I'm consumed with my family and
watching a lot of Bubble Guppies.
Gigs. Yeah. Dora the Explorer, all the crazy.
Miserable.
Yeah. You know what I did? She turns 3 in a couple weeks, actually. And Tim Burton's The Nightmare Before Christmas?
Yeah.
It was actually pretty cool little
awesome.
musical claymation. She loves that. That's her favorite, and she knows Mommy won't let her watch it because it's got the Halloween, the scary, the boogeyman and stuff.
So you let her?
I let her.
My daughter,
I'm definitely
they
cool
sell them
dad.
at the Disney store, and yesterday my daughter picked those characters out. It doesn't scare her. I just thought when I was a kid, I'd be scared of those things. and she's picking those up.
Oh
and loves them.
there's I've watched it 100 times with her. She sings a song and everything, and there's some really I couldn't imagine looking at that stuff and being 3 and thinking, oh my God, is there really a monster under my bed? This is specifically the monster.
I want to sleep with this skeleton.
Yeah.
That's creepy.
There's the one guy who even says I'm the monster that lives under your bed, but she's never she doesn't even just like that too. She doesn't even it's I like that guy.
So your whole life is just pretty normal outside of the whole wrestling.
No, I live 2 lives.
What's with your wife? Is she a wrestling fan? Is she a normal person?
When we met, we've been married going on 4 years, and we met about 9 years ago. And when I met her, I had just been on TV a year and had my first doll out and was in my first video game. So I'm living in a 2-bedroom apartment, paying $480 a month, living by the airport in St. Louis. And I bring her home and I'm like, there's my action figure. And she's looking at me like, who did that for you?
That's a poster of me over there.
You want to play this video game with me?
Hang on. You thought that would close the deal.
I thought she'd be like, oh, that's cool, but she's
a woman.
Yeah, she had no idea.
Yeah, no, if you're bringing home a butch lesbian, maybe that would be the most awesome thing in the world to her. But if she's a woman you're trying to have sex with, who's evidently heterosexual.
It did close the deal, though. You're wrong.
No, what closed the deal was moving out of that apartment. I'm sure of that. She's like, I'll go out with him again, but I'm not going back to that dump.
I was the youngest world heavyweight champion, and I still lived in that apartment, actually.
Really?
Yeah, I was a penny pinching son of a bitch.
Are you still?
I got some nice stuff, and I've done okay. And
what kind of car are you driving?
I got a Bentley, a Hummer, and
you're not penny pinching.
No
penny pinching.
But I don't
that penny pinching paid off.
Yeah, exactly. And my dad, he made a lot of financial choices that were very bad.
Yeah.
We went through bankruptcy twice growing up, and he always was like, save your money, pay yourself first. Look what happened to me. And it was tough going to school. I had a brother and a sister, and I had no hand-me-downs, so my jeans would get cut into shorts for the summer, and, they were too tight, and I have these old pictures I look sometimes, and it's like, oh, my God, I can't
tight
believe
jean
it.
shorts.
Tight jean
Doing
shorts.
the pose on the turnbuckle. We need to change your whole image.
You were the youngest?
I'm sorry?
You were the youngest of your brother and sister?
I was the oldest, so I didn't have the hand.
You paved the way.
Yeah, I paved the yes.
You didn't oil up in those jean shorts, did you? Because that's bad news.
Not back then.
Okay, good.
Yeah,
because that would have been just horrible to go to school all oily in those jean shorts.
Right,
Did the old man ever walk in on you when you were younger, taking care of business? What are you doing? Knock it off.
No, he didn't.
Did you get along with your dad?
Mom, yeah. My mom found some Playboy centerfolds in my desk drawer when I was like probably in 8th grade or something. Yeah. But as far as that never got caught.
You're pretty stealth.
Beaten off or nothing. Yeah, I'm good about it. I think you leave the door unlocked or.
There are some kids who just don't get it though.
Right.
They'll like leave a door cracked because they want to hear somebody coming down the hall. But when you're in the midst of it,
warning signal.
That's a warning. Yeah, because that kid, if he needs the excitement at that age, of his parents possibly catching him, we got problems.
We got issues.
Now
we need you to have kind of a situation where I think you troll around with a hot broad. I think that brings it all up to a different level. Because when you're posing, if she's fawning on you while you're posing, how come that doesn't happen? How come it's always like this pose of you that I got to look at you the whole time?
Well, if you've watched lately, I don't really do it anymore.
Oh, but it burned in my mind after that WrestleMania thing. It ruined me.
I did it for a long time.
So if you do the pose, though, you bring the pose back, but you have like these, Orton's angels hanging around underneath you.
I like the idea of that.
It's tough for a marriage, though.
She'll be all right.
Ironically, or I don't know if that's correct, but I don't know how often you guys watch, but we did a thing before WrestleMania where I was on my tour bus and supposedly my wife and daughter were shot being in the audience.
Right.
And then 2 years ago I did a thing where I was supposedly at my home with my wife when Triple H busted in the door and threw me out my window. Both those women were actresses.
Okay.
Not even actresses. They were like models that couldn't act. It was awful.
Right.
But like, the wife's pretty cool. Actually, it like ruined the segment both times.
Because they were terrible. Should have used your real wife.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly. Well, the emotion would have been real at least, like it would have been a lot better. But she's very cool with what I do. Like we did a thing with Kelly, not even, my daughter had just been born, and it was like where I supposedly, had like a one-night thing with her and told her on the show, like, I just used you in this. And, that'd be tough, I would think, for some women.
I would be a method actor in that situation. Yeah. To actually do that, so I know the feeling.
Right, you got to know.
Yeah, you got to know exactly what you're doing. You can't fake that. You have to have sex with Kelly.
I think that's Jericho, that's the method actor.
Yeah, that's right. We've heard that.
I could name a few method actors when it comes to...
With Kelly?
I would need more.
There's been a lot of method acting on Kelly.
Yeah, gosh, I hate, like, God darn it, I just...
Hopefully she's not listening.
No, you know what you just did? You sold tickets. You sold tickets because we're all sitting
off right now. Yeah. I could like name 10 guys right now. But
Is that right?
Yeah.
Let's go. Let's
do it. Name them?
Kelly, sorry, Kelly.
If I name them, can I read it off your face?
Yeah. Okay.
The Kali. You nailed Kelly. That's no doubt about it.
Kane,
the Big Undertaker,
all
Big
the big guys.
All the big guys. Hornswoggle.
Jericho, The Edge. I'm sure those two have done it.
You said The Edge. That's funny. It's Edge. There's no.
Oh, that's true. It is. It's just.
If he was here, he'd be a little upset about that.
That's all right. He looks like Jason Worth. He's overpaid and he's not doing enough.
Who's Jason Worth? Another sports guy?
Plays for baseball. Okay. So then there's what else? Geez, I don't know who else.
Were you talking about divas?
I'm still thinking of people who've banged Kelly.
Keep thinking. I'll
Christian.
No. Well, Christian's married and very.
Jack Swagger.
No, Swagger. No. Swagger just got married. Everyone's getting married.
The Italian guy. What's his name? I forgot.
Who's the Italian?
The unibrow.
Santino.
Yeah, he banged Kelly.
Actually, Santino is the funniest, if you couldn't imagine, the funniest guy I've ever known. And
really?
Before I got the tour bus a year and a half ago, I rode with him the last like two and a half years I was in rental cars. And that dude, I miss him over on Raw. He's on Raw now, of course. I got drafted to SmackDown a couple months ago, and I miss that relationship, man. He was fun.
And of course, everybody hates The Miz, who probably banged Kelly too.
Probably.
But The Miz is a guy.
What's he doing? He's dating some. Oh, Maurice.
Oh, really?
Maurice.
Who's Maurice?
The French girl.
Oh.
Yeah, Quebec.
Who did we?
Montreal.
We stumbled upon the forbidden.
Ziggler. Ding, 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 ding.
Ziggler's. We got that one.
Well,
you just keep naming names.
You know about Dolph Ziggler and BB Jones, the porn star, was here Friday and had a date with Dolph Ziggler.
I wonder how that went.
Really?
Yes.
Like literal porn star?
You don't want to know where they met?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. They met at a Britney Spears concert last week.
Seriously?
Dead serious.
Really?
Yep.
He lives here, so
he went over to her and said, "I'm Randy Orton. How are you?" Huh?
Dolph lives here?
Does he?
Yeah, he lives
here.
here.
I didn't know that.
I had no idea. Oh, I thought you said he lived here.
Oh, he did.
He does.
Yeah.
That's why he has an apartment by her, I guess. So,
no kidding.
Now they're.
So he's dating this girl.
No, nobody dating.
Apparently on Friday.
Date on the show.
Yeah. If you want to date her, we'll arrange it.
He's receiving benefits.
So, what do you think of Jericho's band? What about Jericho's band? Give me an honest assessment.
Okay, honest. I'll be honest. I really like.